Welcome to the Chris Hatcher Show. I'm your host, Kevin Blackwell. And of course, again, I'm joined by Samford head football coach Chris Hatcher. This past Saturday, the Bulldogs had an important SoCon game as we hosted Western Carolina. And boy, what a great day it was as the Bulldogs had a great victory, 66-28 over the Catamounts. Coach, it was just one of those days. And, you know, you and I have talked about the importance of getting off to a good start in a game this year. Well, end of the first quarter, 35-0, I'd say mission accomplished.
There's no question. It was an entirely different set of circumstances this week than it has been all season long, excluding the opener against Shorter. Defensively, we came out. We forced 3 turnovers right away. You know, it's kind of ironic. Myself and Martin Newton, our athletic director, were talking earlier in the week, and you know, it was like traditionally our defense has scored on their own. They forced a lot of turnovers, and we really hadn't had a lot of that up to this point. And boom, we come out with 3 quick turnovers. So I thought we played an outstanding football game, by far the best of the season. And then on the other side, our offense did something with those turnovers. We turned it into 21 quick points. I thought we complemented each well, and then our special teams played outstanding. I mean, we didn't give up any big plays. We forced the issue. And lo and behold, we think we're going to have a big day, but Western Carolina had a little bit more juice in them than maybe we had hoped for there in the second quarter.
Well, it's hard to keep that momentum going for 4 quarters when you start out in such a fast way. I know you and I have talked about we're dealing with 18 to 20-year-old guys too, and keeping them fired up the whole game sometimes is a bit of a chore.
Well, it is, and you know, that's the reason I don't have very much hair after 19 years as a head coach. You know, I thought the biggest thing was offensively, we didn't protect the ball. Okay, I mean, that game could have been over at half, but we didn't protect the ball. Defense was put in some short fields there in the second quarter, and they beat us 21-7 in the second quarter, which we went into the half only up 21, where it could have been a whole lot worse. And you know, it just seemed like there in the second and third quarter that we were just one play away from that being a really close game. But fortunately, the second half, we played a lot better than we did the second quarter.
Yeah, no question about that. And Coach, it just seemed like one of those days that every button you pushed on offense really seemed to work pretty well. And I know your mind, you're an offensive guy, and I know you give the credit to the players, but you had some fun on Saturday, didn't you?
Yes, I did, and I mean, it's kind of nerve-wracking over there because you know we haven't gotten off to a big lead. It's been a while, so all right, what do we do now? We're not coming from behind at halftime. You know, the defense was feeling good, offense was a little down because we had turned the ball over a little bit, and I said, but guys, man, we're ahead. We ain't been ahead at halftime in a long time. So, and I told them before the game. And I think this every week that, you know, all the plays we have on offense, all the plays we have on defense, all the plays we have on special teams, they all work or we wouldn't run them. It's about executing them with great excitement. And boy, our guys, they executed them about as good as they possibly could in all 3 phases. So the guys were in a lot better mood on Monday than they have been the past few weeks.
I would imagine so. So let's talk about the fact that we had 3 players named SoCon Players of the Week. That hasn't happened since 2009 that one school owned all of those awards. That's a really big deal. I want to talk about those players. First of all, Devlin Hodges had obviously a great game. We're looking at a tremendous game, 44 of 60, 562 passing yards, 586 total yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 SoCon records, some school records. He had a great day.
He did. And our offensive line is playing extremely well. Okay, they're doing an awesome job. And then our skill guys, let me say this, our little skill guys, because I call the O-line, they're the big skill. But the little skill guys, they're doing a great job of running with the ball after we give it to them or after the catch. And, you know, our offense, you know, we don't always maybe have outstanding rushing numbers at the end of the game, but a lot of our short passes are like running sweeps that a traditional offense may turn around and toss it to the running back. So Devlin, he did play well, but he's got a lot of playmakers around. But I think the biggest thing is the offense had more opportunities the other day because our defense did a great job of forcing turnovers and getting off the field on third down, something that's plagued us. So when you see those big numbers, yeah, you got it, Devlin. I mean, you played good, and we all know he's a really good player. But everybody else really played good, and that enhanced that big offensive performance.
No question. And also on defense, I do want to just mention Trey Floyd's game. What a game he had. A forced fumble, recovered a fumble, interception, 5 tackles and a sack. He had a great day.
Oh, and he is a tremendous player, a great person, has a great attitude, wonderful smile, very well deserving. And, you know, when you practice hard and you have a good attitude, you're kind of like a magnet. And good things happen to good people, and he was at the right place at the right time, and I was real proud of him. I mean, what a tremendous day. Very well deserving of that honor.
No doubt. And, you know, I've talked about the need for our defense to have that leader to step up. It's almost like that Treshawn said, well, I'm going to do it this week.
And we got some good players, and I think what's happened is we've kind of found our niche over there a little bit. You know, we were going in the game, going to pressure a little bit more, but we really settled in and just played really good base defense. So I think those guys are starting to gel as a group, which bodes well for us, because at the end of the day, you win because you got a good defense. And they can say all they want about me being offense and liking all that. I like defense, and when you have a good defense, you got a chance to have a good team.
No question. Of course, Special Teams Player of the Week also, Mitchell Finneran, and once again had a great day, 12 total points, had a 40-yard field goal. You know, of all the players that were icing after the game because they were sore, he was probably one of them. His leg was used a lot.
Oh, it was. He did a great job, and, you know, just being a freshman has played really well for us this season. That entire operation has been good. Cooper Cross is the holder, and then Tyler Queen, a senior who's held our deep snapping duties for quite some time, did an awesome job. So, you know, right the other day we were clicking. Everybody was playing well. We just got to continue to keep that edge as we move forward.
Sure. Speaking of that, we've got VMI coming to campus this Saturday for a 2 o'clock kickoff. A team you're familiar with, and a team that's pretty good on offense this year. They've got an explosive offense.
Well, you know, their record is not a good indication or gauge of how they've played this year. And, you know, their coach and I are really close friends. You know, they play extremely hard. Defensively, they've given us fits. You know, last year they held us to 26 points, and they shut us down for a great part. They hired them a new coordinator. I remember the conversation we had last year. The coach said, hey, we kind of want to do what y'all do. So he hired a guy in the Hal Mummy Mike Leach family that I come from, and they're throwing the ball all over the place, and they do a great job. They got a quarterback. He sits back there, and he picks people apart. So we have our work cut out for us this week. And you know, that's what makes the Southern Conference so unique. Each week you see a different style of defense, but more difficult than that, each week you see a different style of offense. I mean, you think about it, we go from playing the option to a team that has a running dual threat quarterback this week, and now we're going to play a version of ourselves. So we got to flip the switch quick. We got to get pressure on the quarterback, and we got to do a good job of not giving up the big play, because these guys are very talented, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, and we hope to see many of you at the game Saturday. It's Cyber, 2 o'clock kickoff against VMI as we continue our SoCon schedule. And, Coach, we are hoping for the best Saturday. Good luck to you and the Bulldogs this coming Saturday.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
And we hope to see you at the game.